Hi everybody, happy Mother's Day. It's winding down, and I told you guys I was going to make a video about my mama and tell you guys some good stories about it. It's funny. I got some good stuff. My mama's been gone for a little while now, so Mother's Day is kind of difficult. And I'm like, what can I do to honor my mom this Mother's Day and share some good memories? So this is what I come up with. I want my Facebook friends to know how funny my mama was. And to, my social media audience to know how funny my mama was. She is a hoot. She was also very kind and compassionate, and she taught me those things too. She taught me good life lessons, and I'm happy that she instilled those good things in me. So the first story I want to tell you all about is the time I thought my mama was trying to kill me. She wasn't trying to kill me, but I thought she was. See, my mama had this cleaning business, right? And she always worked hard. She worked hard for this business, and we couldn't afford no daycare, so she took me with her. She's like, hey, you're going to come with me, and you're going to be good, or else. And I knew to be good, because I knew that if I didn't, I'd get a whipping. There wasn't no such thing as CPS, guys, back then. Nope, I got a whipping if I was bad. So I was good. I'd sit down on the couch, and I'd behave, not make any noises, and sometimes the old rich ladies would watch, like, Days of Our Lives and As the World Turns, and I just sit there as a little girl and I'd be like, yeah, these are the days of my life right here too. And I'd just sit there and I'd watch what these old women, but the problem with that was that I began to understand the plots to, for family to hurt each other and kill. It's crazy. You know how soap opera plots are, right? And so one day, for some reason, I thought that my mom was trying to kill me because I guess I watched too many of those daggone soap operas. See, I was riding on the hood of my mama's car. Now, I know you're like, that's a safety concern. Get over that. It's fine. Okay, it's fine. So, it was just something that we did for fun, and I liked it, so she indulged me. She's like, you been good, get on the hood, okay. And I'd ride around in like a little parking lot or something. Well, one time, she was driving around, I thought she was going to hit the fence, and I jumped off. Yep, because I thought, oh, she's trying to kill me for insurance money. Yeah, she is. I know it. So I tucked and rolled and jumped off, and I ruined my favorite corduroy pants. And I was a hot mess. I was like, well, I had the snot, just a tear. Mama, why are you trying to kill me to get insurance? And she said, honey, what are you, what are you talking about? And I said, Mama, why are you trying to kill me to get insurance? It was awful. And she's like, honey, child. She's like, I ain't trying to kill you, get no insurance. I got no insurance on you. Yeah. I should have known better, right? Because I couldn't get braces. Why don't we have insurance on me? So, here's another story for you. So, I remember one time, I got to the point where I got like about 8 or 9 years old, and I'd go help my mom clean offices. It instilled hard work ethic in me. So, I'd go help her out, and then we'd drive home at night, and it'd be a long drive, so we'd have to do things to entertain, like whether mom would make up songs from the radio, like she'd make up her own words or whatever she'd do. But on this particular night, I remember we were talking, and she said, all of a sudden, just this sudden change happened to my mom, and she's like, I am not your mother. I'm like, what are you talking about? You're my mom. Because she's sitting right there. I am not your mother. Aliens have taken over my body. I ain't kidding you, people. My mom kept this going for 30 minutes. At first, it was hard for me to believe, but she kept this routine up for about 30 minutes, and I got real scared. I was like, I just want my mom back, and she was like, your mom is not coming back. I mean, it was crazy, and then eventually she broke. She couldn't do it no more. And so I remember that story. Sometimes I still chuckle when I think about it. I'm like, aliens took over my mom's body. It's the funny thing. It was just so funny. I love her. She got a good sense of humor, and that's where I got it from. But here's my final story for you guys. This one is a doozy, but it's a nice story because it lets you actually know the side of my mom that cared, okay? So I grew up thinking I hated pickles. Even into my adulthood, I thought I hated pickles. I really did, like dill pickles especially. So, I remember when I was growing up, my mom sometimes as a treat, it was a rare treat, but she'd take me through McDonald's to get me like a hamburger or a cheeseburger, because that was something like when I say I grew up poor, we kind of grew up poor, and you know, we did what we could, but my mom would always try to do her best to treat me. And so she's like, honey, you know, you want a cheeseburger? I'm like, yeah, Mom. So she drove me through, and we get the cheeseburger, and she'd always say, honey, you want me to take that pickle off for you? I know you don't like pickles. And I'm like, yeah, Mom. See, my mom knew about some psychology 101. She done tricked me into thinking I didn't like pickles. She sure did. So later on, I guess after I'd grown up a little bit, she told me the truth one day. She said, honey, you know why? Because one day I think I reminded her, Mom, you remember how you used to take my pickle off for me? She's like, honey, you know why I did that? And I was like, no, Mom, why'd you do that? She said, because I didn't have the money to get us both a cheeseburger, and I wanted you to have one, but I was hungry and I just want a bite. And that just really hit me. I was like, you never know. You know, now I know that I like pickles, and I think the story's funny, but it's, you know, it's also kind, and it shows my mom's sacrifice and what she would do when times were hard. She still wanted me to have something, even though she was hungry. So just keep that in mind. You know, you never know what your parents go through, or some of the things that they do to make sure that you're happy. So keep that in mind. And I just want to share a little bit about my mama with you. She's such a wonderful lady, and I know those of you who knew her know that she was a wonderful lady too. So I am so happy that I got to share these little few memories with you, and I hope everybody had a good Mama's Day with their mother if they're still here, and if you didn't, that you had some sort of fond memory of her. So until tomorrow, until Magical Monday, everybody have a good evening, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.